Oh. Hello, everyone. My hair was more excited than I was apparently to be on the Zoom, sticking straight up in the air. Hello and welcome, everyone. Excited to see you all here. I see some new names. Welcome to the call. My name is Tonya Lawrence, and I am joining you from Columbia, Maryland, here in the United States. We're right outside of Washington, D.C. Really excited about the information that we are going to share with you today. Because it's going to give you some insight into why we are so excited. This company has been around for about 15 months now, and it has created an opportunity for people around the world to fulfill their own destinies, have control of their futures. And I am just going to give you a little bit of my background first, then we're going to jump right into the presentation. Again, my name is Tonya Lawrence, and my background is as an investment banker. My husband and I, we owned our own investment banking firm for over 20 years. We facilitated financing for businesses that needed anywhere from 1 million to 200 million. And we absolutely loved what we did. It was pretty much our calling. We've always been interested in helping people. And so just being able to help people with their businesses, and we love numbers, it just really fulfilled us. And I wanted myself two things. I wanted time and I wanted money. And as an employee, or excuse me, as a business owner, we had plenty of money. We didn't necessarily own our own time. So when this concept was introduced to me, it was just the right time for me to be able to explore how technology is helping billionaires, even during this pandemic, make so much more money. And so now, no matter where somebody is in their life, you don't have to be a millionaire to start your own business to make even more money. You can start at any level, put your own work ethic into it, your own desires into it, and get out of it what you want. So I am really excited to share this concept with you. The name of the company is iBoomerang. And before we go into the full presentation, I want to share just a quick disclaimer. You can read not the fine print, but you can read the message there. But my take on this is the first thing you need to know is this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is an opportunity for anyone who wants to take control of their financial future to use technology to do so. Also, you are going to see numbers listed here, numbers, outcomes that are possible, and it actually takes work and effort to achieve them. We all work very hard, no matter if you work for someone else, if you own your own business, if you're a stay at home mom, we all work very hard. The difference is many times the work that we do is not going to create wealth for us. And if it's going to take the same amount of energy to create your current status as it takes to create wealth, you have the choice. You have the absolute choice to choose which you desire. We're going to show you how to take control of your life, how to make more money, and how to start a business from home. Our mission is to help people around the world succeed at a home-based business without selling anything. You heard me right. I forgot to mention that you're going to need pen and paper because a lot of the things that will be shared this evening are new concepts. And so I want you to write notes, write your questions, because I'll take time at the end to answer questions, okay? And so we're offering people the opportunity again to make money without selling anything. A brand new concept. They are doing so by offering people access to a 5-star lifestyle for 3-star prices. We are taking this home-based business model from an old antiquated era into a modern era where technology is helping people save money and helping people earn money at a rapid pace. Here's some information about our leadership team. First listed in the yellow shirt is our CEO. He has over 29 years of experience in the industry. He brought with him the three gentlemen at the top of the page. These are all gentlemen that he's worked with for over 12 years in the industry. He brought them with him to this company, and I'll share with you why. At the bottom, we have some lifestyle experts that we partnered up with to help us launch our first product. Okay. And so you'll see on the timeline, our CEO, his first 7 years in the business, he pretty much made no money. And what he was working on during that time frame was his mindset, learning the industry, learning how to be a good leader. More importantly, learning how to be a good follower. And he learned all of that. And then over the next 7 years, he started to develop a formula or a system to help people achieve rapid success. And you'll see shortly after in 2009, he had his big break. He had been traveling around the world at that time as a consultant for CEOs everywhere and showing them how to uh, take their companies using his strategy and his formula, showing them how to help people achieve rapid success. There was one crucial element that he kept recommending. It was technology. He kept recommending people institute the same type of technology that Amazon was using, that Uber was using, that Airbnb was using. All of these technologies that have created multi-billion-dollar companies that don't own things. Amazon doesn't own, distribute, manufacture any of the products that it sends to your house. Airbnb doesn't own any of the properties that it rents out to people to stay in overnight. Uber doesn't own any of the cars that drive around and pick people up. They came up with a technology and a concept that allowed them to use that technology to leverage it into more money. Our CEO said we can definitely do the same thing. So he launched iBoomerang in March of 2019. And you'll see from 2009 to 2019, during that 10-year period, he helped 45 people become multimillionaires working from home. The three gentlemen at the top are three of those 45 people. And so our team created a concept to make the future of business easier. Can everyone agree that easier is better? Yes. Well, our technology is called the PRIB, PRIB. That stands for Perpetual Residual Income Builder. This is our company. And I'm specifying that because we have different products and services that we offer to people, but our company is not any of those products and services. It's this PRIB. Think about Amazon. When Amazon started over 10 years ago, it was just a book company to our knowledge. We went online, we bought books from Amazon. We thought, oh, there's a new company, a new book company called Amazon. They absolutely were not a book company. What they were doing is they were using books as a product that people around the world would purchase, right? And once they purchased those products online, Amazon was building a customer base. They were building a database of millions of people. They were learning our phone numbers, our email addresses. They were learning our buying habits. They started to see how often we would purchase online. They also started to learn what we were interested in. Because once you bought a cookbook, they knew if a company came along that had cooking products, you would be the likely candidate to buy them. If you bought a book about automobiles, if someone had automobile parts, you were likely the person to buy them. And so they learned a lot with using this strategy and this technology. We're doing the same thing because now you can get pretty much anything you want off of Amazon. We're doing the same thing. We're starting with one service that introduces people into our technology. And so here's the difference between having our technology, the PRIB, and other business models that you may have experienced in the past or have thought about. The traditional business model, that was me. There may be some people on this phone who've been in the same business model before. As a traditional business owner, I did everything. I helped find my own customers. I helped follow up with them. I did selling with them. I did upselling. I did cross selling with my staff. I went and I hired my own staff. I did my welcome and orientations for them. I created my own training program. I helped them get promoted in the company. I helped them find events that they should go to learn more, to develop as a human being. And then I also worked on my own programs and incentives that help create retention. Right? Well, as a direct sales business owner, you get a little help because now the direct sales company will give you training and they'll tell you different events that they're going to have to help you with your business. In the franchise model, you get even more help. Franchises, think of a McDonald's or a 7-Eleven. These are global franchises, Marriott franchises all over the world, right? And so what they do is they help gather that customer base for that franchise owner. They do some of the extra work with their team, but what that comes with is a price tag. As a franchise owner, you're going to spend upwards of $10,000 per month for access to those franchises systems or a percentage of your overall income. And so our CEO said we can do the exact same thing. We can check every single box and we can do it at a much better investment for our people. And so our first product that we are launched or that we launched in 2019 to introduce people to our technology. Remember, Amazon had books that introduced people to the concept of Amazon. We have our travel platform and it's called iGo. It's the front door to our crib. And in our first 12 months, we had over 500,000 customers. And now at 15 months in, we have over 800,000 customers. Why did our CEO choose travel? Here are some of the reasons why. Travel is an $8 trillion industry globally. And I'm telling you, as an investment banker who had financed hundreds of businesses, I had never financed anyone in the travel industry, so I never studied up on it. Learning that this industry was so big was just staggering and mind-blowing. Look at Africa. Africa is booking $487 million per day in bookings. $487 million per day is spent on travel bookings. Phenomenal. That's a lot of money that you can gain from just participating in just a small piece of the pie, right? And so something that I had no clue about as well is as a consumer, when I was traveling, I would go from website to website to website searching to make sure I got the best price. I didn't realize that the top 45 websites out there that people use to book travel are all owned by two companies, Booking Holding and Expedia Group. When I learned that, it absolutely blew my mind. These companies in 2018 created over $190 billion in revenue. They were keeping their prices around the same. They were creating pricing parity. So no matter if you went from one website to another, you never really saved a tremendous amount. You just spent a lot of time and effort and it was futile. Here we are. We now know that those are discount prices, and there's a whole nother level of pricing available, which is called wholesale prices. And we pass those prices on to our customers. Here is what it looks like. New York City, here's an example of Expedia.com listing a hotel room for $339. However, on our site, that same exact hotel room, same time frame, same accommodations, $178. Guys, they saved $161 per night on one hotel room. Phenomenal. Paris, France, a 4-star hotel on Travelocity, $440 per night. Again, look at our site. I Go had that same exact hotel listed for $130, a savings of $310. Now, yes or yes, when you fly and you go to Paris, you're going to stay for more than one night, right? Yeah. So that's $310 per night. Some people are saying for 7 or 10 nights, that's over $3,000 that could be saved from one trip. This blew my mind that this capacity was here. Rental cars. I never knew that there was an opportunity to save money on rental cars. We have an example here. Rentalcars.com in New York City had a rental car for $392, but on our site, that same exact rental car was only $221, a savings of $171. Guys, here are some real life reservations for people who use the service. So you can see what their reservations were, how many rewards credits they received. I love the rewards credits because they're interchangeable. So let's say you get a hotel on our site instead of going to Travelocity. You not only get a cheaper price, but you also get rewards credit. And now those rewards credits can be used in the future for a rental car, for a cruise, for whatever you want that's on our site. So they're interchangeable. And then of course at the bottom in green, you see all that money. Those were the savings that were saved for each of those trips. And 2 out of the 3 cases, they saved more than they spent. I love it. We don't just have hotels and rental cars, guys. We have cruises, flights to a limited capacity. We have a homes button that I absolutely love. It gives you access to $1 million homes that come with a butler for the week. The weeks button, which is my favorite. My husband and I, we love to travel. And in 2019, our very last trip that we took was to the island of the Dominican Republic. We went and we stayed at a resort that we've stayed at previously. Typically, when we stay at that resort, we pay anywhere from $500 to $700 per night. Well, this time we stayed at that 5-star resort, same resort. We stayed for 8 days, 7 nights, 2 people, with all of our food and all of our beverages included, and we paid only $520 for the entire trip. We were so excited about the money that we saved. We knew just right then that this was absolutely one of the best decisions we had made. We have a marketplace button where you can bid on different properties to stay at around the world. And if you are a timeshare owner like I am, I don't need to use my timeshares anymore. I have one that I use every year. That's to New Orleans, but my other ones I don't really need. And so now I list them on this site. They rent those properties out for me and they pay me after they're rented. So it's another way to just make money with this company. Some of our additional services and activities are located below, but it's pretty much everything that you can think of to help someone have a 5-star lifestyle. And again, get access to it at 3-star prices. So the question now is, do you boomerang? And I hope the answer is yes, I boomerang. And if you're still not sure, let me show you how simple and how easy it is to boomerang. This is it. You decide to join us as an ambassador and you gain access to a back office. In that back office, you'll be able to generate smart codes. There's 6-digit codes. Once you have the smart code, you can text them or email them to your friends. Once your friend receives them, the only thing that they do is go to a website called igoboom.com and activate the smart code. That's it. There was no selling, there was no upselling, and for goodness sakes, you didn't book any trips. That simple. You simply give the people a code, and then that technology, the Prib, does everything else for you. It's just phenomenal. Here is an example of how you, as an ambassador with our company, come and you save money personally when you travel, and you also earn money when your friends and family travel. In the yellow here, this is you as an ambassador. It's showing that you save 41% on a trip to Mexico. You're super excited, right? You tell a few people about it. They say, oh man, I want to go on a trip. And as a matter of fact, I want to go on the same trip you're going, or I have another trip that I want to go on. You give someone access to the platform for free. Remember, you sent them that smart code. They go on to the site, they book their own trip. You don't do that for them. They book their own trip. There's no extra work for you. You just gave it to them. Now, because you gave them access to the free site, the company says whatever your discount is, we'll give them half of that discount. So instead of saving 41%, your free customer is going to save 20% or $212. Guys, they are super excited. They just saved $212 off of a trip that they were going to take anyway. And this isn't just $212 off of one price. The company checks every 10 minutes and they're looking for the lowest price available online. And then based on that lowest price, they'll offer them a discount off of that price. So this is truly 20% off of the lowest price available online. It's phenomenal. And so the company says, thank you so much, Sister Vivian. You're an ambassador for the company. You're giving out these free platforms to people. And now we're going to make sure we take care of you because Sister Vivian gave Dell the free customer site. And now Dell saved $212. So Sister Vivian, we're going to pay her. If they save $100, you get paid what, guys? $50, right? Yes. If they save $25, you get paid 50% of that, $12.50. If they save $1,000, it still holds true. You get paid half of that, or $50 or $500. All right. So super exciting. Sister Vivian is getting some extra cash in her pocket just by giving out those free sites. Well, now she's like, this is really exciting. What else is there in my future? Well, the company has launched its next product or service, and it is our rideshare company because rideshare is the fastest growing division in the travel industry. We are introducing Vibe Rides. Our customers actually get to choose their vibe when they order a car. Look at this app. Look at what it looks like on the phone. The customer goes on here, and when they order their ride, they get to choose if they want the driver to talk to them. Maybe they had a really busy day. Maybe they're working on a sermon on their way to church and they need peace and quiet. So they get to choose if they want the driver to talk to them. They get to choose the temperature of the car. They get to choose what type of music they want to listen to. And if you're a female, you get to pick the girl power button that says you only want a female driver to pick you up. And so there's three ways that you can get paid with our rideshare service. You can be a driver and earn money when you drive. You can give out the free app to other drivers and earn money when they drive, or drum roll please, you can give the app to free customers, the people that are going to use the service every day. You give them a free app and you earn money when they ride. I love it. Drivers in the United States, right now, that's our first country we're launched in. They are paid more with Vibe Rides than they're paid with any other company. They start out at 70% every month for their first 50 trips. After that, they earn 75% for the rest of the month. And here's the model. So Sister Vivian, you got excited that you made some money when your friend Dell went away. And now you say, I'm going to give this free app to some people that I know in the United States that want to drive. They may already be driving for Uber or Lyft. I'm just going to give them another app. So now you gave that free app to 10 drivers or 10 people who want to start driving. They go out and they start driving. They're not thinking about you anymore. They're so grateful that you gave them the app, but they're doing what they need to do to take care of their family. And so they're driving. They're now earning about 50,000 for the year, and all 10 of them together, that's 500,000 that came into the company. The company's going to say, Sister Vivian, thank you so much for referring those 10 drivers to us, because without you, we would not have known about them. And so we're going to send you 3% every time these drivers drive. That's an extra $15,000 in your pocket because you gave 10 drivers a free app and they went out and drove. I love it. Here's our passive model for your customers. Guys, this is completely a new concept. No one is paying you to go out and tell people about Uber or Lyft. I would do it all the time. We would go get ready to go on a trip, and people would say, do you think I should park my car at the airport? Or are you going to park at a hotel? And I would say, no, get Uber. It's quicker. And when we would land at our destination, they would say, well, do you want to get a cab? I would say, no, let's get Uber. It's quicker and cheaper. And so no one's ever paid me for introducing Uber to all of the people that I've introduced it to. Here it is. I am now going to get paid for telling people about Vibe Rides, and I love it. This model is outstanding. Look at this. It shows you here, Sister Vivian. You give 10 people access. Remember, you gave 10 drivers, you made 15,000, right? Well, now you just give 10 people access to the rideshare app, and they go out, and the company is working on this technology right now. It's going to be so cool that those 10 drivers, they'll tell them, hey, if you refer 5 people to us, we'll give you a free trip. How exciting, right? So those 10 people now have created another pot of money for you of 50 people that you did not know before. But they're excited too. The company says to them, if you go out and you refer 5 people to us, we'll give you a free trip. They're going to want to do it. They're going to want their free trip. So now, Sister Vivian, you have 310 people using the rideshare app because you started with just 10 people you gave it to. And the company is going to pay you 3% every time they use it. And so in this model, we're showing that each person spent about $50 a month using the rideshare service, and that brought in for you an extra $5,580 for the year. But that's not it. There's more ways to get paid. So far, we've talked about just giving away the free technology. Some people stop right there, and that's perfectly fine because they say, this is what I've been waiting for. I don't like selling. I don't feel like I need to do extra work. I don't have time for it, but I need more money. For some people, this is great. They're sold right here. They are ready to go. For other people, they realize that building a team of like-minded people who you come together with the same goals and the same ambitions, and you're able to earn money off of the efforts of the like-minded people is the way to go, because that is the way to create wealth. And so one of the first ways that you can do it is with our customer acquisition model. Our customer acquisition, remember, you gave Dell the free site. She booked her own trip. She saved $200 and the company paid you $100. Well, imagine if for the whole year, she saved $600 on all of her trips. The rental cars, the tours, she went on a cruise, she had a couple hotel rooms, or it could have been just one hotel if she stayed in Paris, right? $600 on average saved per year. You did that with 10 different people. You gave them the free site, they booked their own trip. That's a total of $6,000 saved. Well, Sister Vivian, you're with me because you remember you get half of that, right? Here you go. $3,000 extra coming into your household because you gave away access to a technology to 10 people. Again, I told you there's more ways to get paid. There is the ability to build a team of people. And so the first way we get paid with our team builder model is you invite other people to come and look at this presentation. We have this presentation that we do on Zoom. We have it recorded on YouTube videos. We have it live on Facebook several times a day. And of course, the recordings are still on Facebook. I mean, we have an I Decide video that's a short 20-minute interactive video that you can send to people in 7 different languages. We have a team member on here, Innocent, that's in Brazil. We found it in Portuguese for him. I mean, people all over the world in 188 countries are loving this business because of the technology. And here you go. For our team builder motto, you invite people to watch. They come on, they watch, they get their questions answered. They start with a membership pack. You can earn up to 15% of the commissionable volume of that membership pack. Number one. Number two, when you go and you start with your first 2 team members. With the customers, we talked about 10, 10, 10, 10. Well, now we're going to talk about 2, because it takes 2 to make a thing go right. And so with your first 2 team members, that unlocks another bonus program for you called our dual team bonus. And each week you can earn up to 20% on the dual team bonus. It's super easy to get started with us, guys. First thing you need to do is get your registration pack. That's $49.95. And then you select your membership pack. There are 3 levels: coach class, business class, and first class. And to be fair, I'm only going to talk with you about the benefits of first class, because how you do anything is how you do everything, says our CEO. So if you are going to do a business and work a business, you need to work it at the highest level possible. Do you know why? Because you get more value out of it for doing the same work. And so at first class, you are able to personally save money when you book a hotel, a flight, or a rental car, cruises. You can book on our Homes and Weeks button. The other packages don't have access to that. You can book on our Marketplace and Lifestyle buttons. The other packages don't have access to that. And again, if you have a timeshare, you can list it on the site and get paid when people book it. Also, with our first class package, you start out with 50 boomerangs that you can give away to people. So now those first 50 people that you give it to, they're out, they are saving money and you're earning money. But you don't have to stop at 50 people. If you want more, you can buy more. We have specials in our back office. You can get 25 of them for $25. And we have a young lady in our company that has over 10,000 customers. And a fun fact, I found out last week that we have over 1,000 people in our company that have over 100 customers. People are understanding the value of giving away free technology. Because imagine if you had the opportunity 6 years ago to give away the free Uber app or to give away the free Amazon app and get paid every time someone uses it for the rest of your life. There's no telling where you'd be right now. Well, you didn't have that opportunity, unfortunately. Today is your day. This first class package is your way. And so with the first class package, you start with the 50 boomerangs and you get paid 100% of the available commissions whenever your customers use any one of these services except for flights. We do not earn a commission at all on flights. And flights are there again on a very limited basis, only when there's a significant discount available. And they just have it there as a convenience for our customers, but we don't earn a commission on flights. With the dual team, you get paid up to 20% for your first 30 days. So it is very important that when you get started and you take massive action, because you want to go out and capture as much of that income that the company is going to give away. You might as well keep it, right? And so after your first 30 days, your dual team income commission reduces or reverts back to 15%. And then we have access to the PRIB, that's the technology, because every quarter, the company is going to release a new product or service that your customers will be able to access around the world. So at some point, one day, we will be a household name just like Amazon. And when there are hundreds and thousands of different products and services available to use on our platform, you'll be able to get paid for them because you had access to the PRIB. And then of course, Vibe Rides, which is our second vehicle vertical to launch. So you have access to Vibe Rides. You can give out unlimited driver apps and unlimited passenger apps. So super excited about it. The investment, the one-time investment to get started at first class is $1,000. For business class, it's 500, and for coach, it's 250. Again, if you're going to do the same work anyway, you might as well get paid at the first class level and save at the first class discounts juxtaposed to coach. But we tell people get started. That is the primary thing. Get started and get in the company right away, because you want to lock in your space on the binary and you want to introduce everyone you know to it before someone else does, because we're growing like wildfire and you are at an opportune time to be a part of what we're doing here. And we have a monthly subscription that takes care of our business for us. It's like having your own personal secretary and your own accountant just sitting around working for you 24 hours a day. That monthly subscription is $99.95 per month. And every time it's paid, you get 10 more boomerangs that you can give away. Again, that's access to even more money that you get to give away. Give away those free boomerangs and get back when people save money. So, really excited about this company, fired up for what we're doing. It just energized at the enthusiasm and the efforts that's been put into what our company is bringing to everyone. I want to take the time, like I promised, to answer questions that you may have. I'm always passionate about making sure that people are able to make an informed decision, because I don't want you leaving here and going to ask someone else's opinion who was not here to hear the same thing that you heard. I need you not to go and ask them what they think or what, how they think this works, because they don't know. You have me here. I'm willing to answer your questions. We usually have people unmute their line so you can ask there, or you can put them in the chat. You can type them in the chat and I will be able to answer them on the chat. I am the type of person that I go until the very last question is asked, but I will tell you today I have a limit of 10 minutes. So please ask your questions, be the first one out there to ask a question, because if you have the question, someone else has that same exact question. And sometimes I may be listening to something, I may not have had that question, but when someone else asks it, it gives me an additional level of understanding. So I love questions. You can't ask the wrong question ever when you're talking to me. So let me scoot on over here to the chat and see if there's any questions there already, and then I'll unmute the lines. All right, so anyone, go ahead and start asking questions while I look in the chat to see if there are any there. Hello, anyone with questions yet? Is the app okay for flight bookings? Okay, so our website, the iGo website that people go to, just like they go to Travelocity, bookings.com, yes, we do have flights on there, but as I mentioned earlier, the flights are on there on a limited capacity only when there's a big discount available. So flights are just there as a convenience. Great question, thank you. Please feel free to drop your name in the chat and where you're chiming in from. Infinix S5, would love to know where you're chiming in from. Any other questions? If so, please unmute your line or type them in the chat. Galaxy Note 5, I'd love to know where you're calling in from. Welcome, Sister Vivian. I'd love to know where you're coming in from. Okay, from Nigeria. What part? Are you in Lagos? We have a lot of team members in Lagos. Welcome, everyone. Yes, in Lagos. Okay, welcome. And Dell, any questions? I hear your phone moving. Okay, I got another question in the chat. With Vibe Rides, when a driver introduces a rider, does the rider become the rider of the ambassador who referred the driver, or for the driver himself? Whoever introduces the customer, that is their customer. So if you, Johnson, living in Ghana, give a customer the free app and they use the service, that's your customer for life. If you, I know Johnson is on fire. He has drivers that he's pre-registered in Lagos. He has drivers that he's registered in the United States. So Johnson, if one of your drivers in the United States gives your information to a customer and they sign up, again, that's still your customer. If that driver decides to join, instead of just having the free driver app, and decides to join us at least coach class, he can now sign up his own drivers and his own customers. Fantastic questions. Any more questions for me there? Okay, Infinix S5. If I refer a travel agency to use your app to make hotel reservations, is there a referral benefit? Absolutely. So they're still going to do the same thing. And it's Patrick from Nigeria. It's a pleasure to meet you. They're going to do the same thing, Patrick. When they are giving someone a quote unquote boomerang, if they choose to book that trip for them, number one, they're usually going to make more money because they're going to hopefully look at a booking that saves the customer the most money. Remember, the more money the customer saves, the more they earn, instead of trying to work for a smaller commission on that room when we know there's not a lot of wiggle room there, but there's huge savings available. So usually a travel agent will make more money by using our site. That's number one. Number two, when a travel agent, let's say they have 300 customers in their Rolodex. Well, if those customers only call them when they have a big international trip, that travel agent misses out on some money because that customer may rent a car because their car broke down. They may go to drive to a friend's house and stay at a hotel. They're not going to call the travel agent for that. And so now when that travel agent has 300 names and phone numbers of people that trust them, that they've booked for before, and they give all 300 people of a boomerang, now they're making money even when they're not booking anything. So travel agents absolutely love this concept. Thank you for that question, Patrick. All right, I see we got Nigeria in the house, Ghana in the house. Let me see, any new questions? We got about 2 more minutes here for a last question. If anyone wants to unmute their line or type in the chat, I'd be happy to answer it. Also, while we're waiting, I am in the United States, so I am a few hours behind you and will still be working. So I am available via WhatsApp. Just set up a WhatsApp chat with myself and the person who invited you to the call, and I can get any questions that you have answered about the registration process, about anything else that you're working on, or just something that you need further clarification on. But my WhatsApp number is 1-443-353-0526. 1-443-353-0526. 0526. All right. And so, Sister Vivian, the flight booking, is it international alone? Okay. And from Lagos. So, yeah, Sister Vivian, the flights are anywhere in the world that they can offer a discount. So, for us here in the United States, I've noticed that when I looked on our site, the prices are pretty comparable for domestic flights. So if I wanted to go from Maryland to Texas, it's probably going to be about the same. I choose to support my own company, so I'm always going to use my own company when I am booking flights. But international flights, I've gotten better prices booking on our site than any other site. Again, they're only going to offer flights on there when there's a discount available. All right, and let me see. Okay, Patrick, you want to have the presentation in your email. Go ahead and shoot me a message on WhatsApp, 1-443-353-0526. Johnson, I am starting a new project tomorrow with travel and tour companies, so encourage them. Oh my goodness, Johnson, that's phenomenal. Johnson in Ghana just mentioned that he is starting a project tomorrow, reaching out to travel and tourism companies. This is phenomenal because sometimes someone may reach out to a travel agent in, let's say, Ghana, if they are visiting Ghana, and they may use that travel agent one time or that tourism company. Well, now let's say if that tour guide or the tour company gave every person that came there a boomerang. And now anytime they go anywhere in the world for the rest of their life, that tour company is earning money. This is the new way. This is the new paradigm. This is the new thought process, the way to ignite additional streams of income using technology. No more should we be focused on, okay, can I go get a job somewhere? How many hours will I need to work? How much do I get paid per hour? We need to be focused on what technology is out there that can make money for me around the world while I'm asleep. That needs to be your thought process. And with that, guys, I am so excited that you took the time to come and share with us and learn this evening. I am here as a guide and a mentor to help anyone who's interested and wants to come out here and take control of their life, make earning money easier. We're here for you. And I want to say thank you again. Good night and God bless. We'll see you on WhatsApp to get your rest of your questions answered and to welcome you to the team once you register. Get back to the person that introduced you to the call and tell them you're ready to go. And they will send you their website link so that we could get started. Thank you, Sister Vivian. Good night, guys. Thanks, Dale.